The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it and back at it. It's The Local Show with Tom and Steve, just making the best out of the cold weather. And, we're sequestered at our houses. Some people, though, I think I told you this last week, too. I'm really impressed by some of the older people who walk around my neighborhood. And they're out there with their dogs in any kind of weather, and I really champion that.
You are those older people, Tom.
Yeah,
you realize.
But I'm not out there.
You look here, go.
You've said about me.
You look here, go. You know what? It's like going to a high school reunion. Boy, everybody got old.
Well, right. Well, anyway, we got a guest on the show. Let's not leave her out of the conversation.
Why not? We're having fun.
It's Kate Weidman. She is the executive director of Aurora of CNY. How are you, Kate?
Fantastic. How are you guys?
Oh, very good. Thank you. So as far as people knowing what Aurora of CNY is, do you feel like it's one of the lesser known places out there?
Absolutely.
People say, that's a bank, right? Is it a credit union?
No, like, are you located in Aurora, New York? I'm like, no.
So tell us about it. What is the organization and why is it here?
Yeah, so Aurora of Central New York, we provide services to individuals in Central New York, obviously, who are blind, visually impaired, deaf, or hard of hearing. So really anyone who's losing their vision or their hearing, we serve.
Wow.
Okay.
And that can be for any reason, right? It could be somebody goes deaf from an accident at work, or blind through an accident.
Yes, we serve individuals who are blind, either they were born blind or they through a medical condition they lost their sight, or they're starting to lose their vision. So it can happen at any age.
What does work with mean? What is the work you say? We work with. What does that mean?
Of course. So we do various services with folks. So particularly with the blind and visually impaired, we do job placement. So we're actually in the thick of it right now trying to find individuals.
So they're not working at Aurora.
No.
They're working through Aurora. Is that fair?
Yes, they're working with us. So we have job coaches who work with them on an individual basis.
What kind of jobs? Talk about the jobs a little bit there.
It's really anything that someone wants to do.
Well, Tom doesn't want to do anything. So does that qualify?
Well, honestly, you can even have someone working in radio because you could easily do that when you're
any idiot can do this job. Any moron can be on the radio. Thanks.
No.
That was Kate from Aurora. Thanks for joining us.
Come on, guys.
But you don't
take
have
it easy on me today.
You don't have to use your sight, is what you're saying.
Correct. Yes. You don't need your sight because there's so much adaptive technology that you can do with screen readers and really folks can do anything. So we work with folks with their passion, what they want to do for work, whether it's customer service, radio, and we search for jobs for them. We work together. We brush up on their skills, so interviewing skills, because some folks have been out of the job market in a bit. So we brush up on their skills, and we help them with their resume, cover letter, interviewing skills, so they can come in here and dazzle. So say if you had an interview here, we could dazzle you folks.
Sure. Tom is not dazzled, to be clear.
I'm bedazzled.
I might have a bedazzler at home, actually. But no, they come in and we try to work with folks to get the job, because many people don't realize that folks who are blind or visually impaired, it's about 40% are in the workforce. So there's a lot of stigmas around hiring someone who is blind or visually impaired.
Is that your primary mission of the organization? Is to employ people that have visual or auditory impairments?
It's to improve quality of life is really what we are here to do. We're here to ensure that folks are independent, they have the best life possible while they're living with their sensory loss.
So I didn't know what occupational therapy was, and I had an accident a bunch of years, and then they dragged me through and made me do some things that I didn't do well before and didn't do well at the exam. But is it that, so the way the house is set up, there's things like, if you do this will help. Do you help with those?
Would you come to somebody's home?
Yes, we would go to someone's house, so someone who's newly blind. We would go to their house and so say for instance, you just lost your vision and you need to use your microwave. We actually would put something called bump dots on your microwave to put it on the 30-second auto button.
So it's like Braille-ish?
Yes, it's more using your other senses to help you navigate your home. So using the sense of touch, smell, things like that. So we help you in your home really navigate what you used to be able to see. Now you're navigating it just differently. So we provide, it's a whole array of services that we provide. So I feel like I always focus on the blind and visually impaired side because that's what really just resonates. But we do a lot of things on the deaf and hard of hearing side too. So
and do you deal with maybe cures or medicines or medication? Are you not on that side?
Nope,
of things?
not on that side. No medical degrees over here.
Right. Right.
No, but it's really helping folks live independently and successfully in their home. And so whether that's through work, trying to be self-employed, making their own money, helping open up bank accounts, we really do a whole gambit of services to help folks live independently.
Then let me ask another question. What have you seen over the past, say, 5 to 10 years in the way of technology of helping people hear better or see better?
Oh my gosh, iPhones have been amazing.
Did they replace the TTY?
Yes. It's really FaceTime. Everyone FaceTimes now.
Oh, right.
And they have voice over phones, so VP. So if you call our VP number that's on our website, it actually goes through a system where you get an interpreter, and then they actually then transmit to our deaf staff member who then signs to that individual, and then they relay the voice.
So the TTY is pretty much toast.
We still have it in our front desk, but really we do VP.
Okay.
Yeah.
We used to have one to communicate to a friend that was deaf. We had a TTY, and that's the only reason I know
video
what it is.
phones and now FaceTime. So a lot of times I'll see people with their iPhones up and they're signing.
And somebody's signing, yeah.
How many Auroraites are there in this area? How many people work in the organization?
We have about 30 staff members, and we also have a contract at the VA. So I think last time I told you we have about 10 to 12 staff members over at the VA switchboard who are 90% are legally blind. So if you call it switchboard, you're talking to one of our folks.
How has AI affected any of this stuff?
Oh gosh, I haven't even thought about AI. That's scary to me.
You should think about it, or it'll think for you. Just
I know.
artificially.
What brought you to this organization? Were you in nonprofits before this?
I've always been in nonprofits. My job before this, I actually was able to provide funding to Aurora of Central New York for vision services. So that's how I originally knew about the organization. And a few years later, the former executive director contacted me, said, "Hey, will you join our board?" Because I knew of the mission, supported the mission. And I said, absolutely. Joined their board, and she ultimately ended up retiring. And I said, you know what? This is a great organization, great mission, great staff. And I applied, and they were, I was going to say they were dumb enough to hire me. No, they were very smart to hire me. But yeah, I got that job, and it's been fantastic.
How many years?
I'm officially, first year is down. So 1 year, but I've been at the organization for about 2 years officially on staff. So I'm still fairly new.
Biggest challenge right now?
Biggest challenge right now, honestly, the employment piece. That's what we're really struggling with, because there's a lot of misconceptions about hiring those who are blind.
Okay, so not hiring for the organization, but hiring folks that have
external employers who.
So getting that message out.
Yes, getting the message out that individuals who are blind or deaf, they can do any job that we can do. It's just going to be a little bit different.
So what you just said was blind and vision impaired people or hearing people have challenges with hearing. You just said can do. About anything.
Yeah, with technology.
And people won't realize that.
Correct.
They think like, well, you can't see her. So
right. Like, oh, it's going to be a safety hazard having someone who's blind come in here because they might trip over something. But there's so many misconceptions that we're really trying to
break that stigma.
Yes.
Well, Aurora of CNY.org. Did I get that right?
Yes.
I got it right, Tom. Aurora of CNY.
But last time we got the phone number wrong.
422-7263.
You got it this time.
Look at it. So you can call and connect and help out, volunteer, give some money.
Absolutely.
Help do it. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.